Hi, I'm Joe. Welcome to my video, once again about narcissism. In this video, I wanted to explore gaslighting and look at the two main ways that narcissists gaslight. And gaslighting is one of the main weapons that a narcissist uses to abuse their victim. It is very, very dangerous. It's totally to do with manipulating the victim. So the victim starts to become destabilized. They start to ask questions. They start to doubt. They start to maybe even come up with different ways of looking at something, as opposed to if they weren't gaslighted, they would have been stable and they would have been able to look at whatever they're looking at in a very, very reasoned manner. But when the narcissist gaslights, the narrative that the narcissist wants the victim to undertake is to become so destabilized and disoriented, distressed, that then the scapegoat will defer to the narcissist, so that they will interact with the narcissist, give the narcissist attention, and maybe even say, well, goodness me, maybe this person knows more than I do. I better listen to them. So that's what the narcissist wants to do. They want to get this victim under control. Gaslighting, the term originated in 1938 when a bloke called Patrick Hamilton wrote a play. And then that play was made into two movies, one in 1940 and then in 1944. I watched the 1944 movie. Fascinating, black and white, but boy, oh boy, was it fascinating. And it really told of an individual who in this case was trying to get his wife under control by just making her just be so just bamboozled, and goodness me, And then this wife started to blame herself based on the gaslighter's ability to get her to do that. So it's very, very dangerous, and it can be very, very serious in terms of your mental health. The two main ways that a narcissist gaslights, one is using fact and one is using opinion. Now, fact and opinion are very different, but a lot of people don't know the difference. But it's quite complicated, but very simply, fact is when there can only be one answer. There's no other answer. There's one definitive, objective way to say that this question, this factual question, this matter of fact, has only one answer. Opinion is when there's more than one answer, and no answer is right nor wrong. So going back to fact, fact is, for example, what's a factual question? What is 2 plus 2? 2 plus 2 equals 4. That's the one scientific answer. There's no other answer. A narcissist will try and get you to believe 2 plus 2 equals 5 or 7 or 23 or some other number. If they can manipulate well enough, they'll get you to start thinking, oh, gee, maybe it's not 4. Maybe it is 97. So there's only one answer. It's a factual question. So when a narcissist gaslights, they will tell a lie about a factual question. They know the answer to the question. They know the answer is such and such, but they will just lie and tell you, no, it's such and such, it's something else. So, for example, Mary, you left the car outside last night. Why did you do that? Now, the narcissist is lying. He knows that Mary drove the car into the garage. And she goes, no, I put it in the garage. No, you didn't. You left it outside. Why did you leave it outside? So he's lying. He knows the answer is she put it in the garage. So now she starts to think, Well, I thought I put it in the garage. No, you didn't. Mary, no, you didn't. Don't lie, Mary. Oh, I'm not lying, but I thought, what's wrong with you, Mary? You're starting to forget. You can't even remember where you put the car. And then when you put the car in, you left the keys in the ignition. Oh, did I? Yeah, you did. Oh, wow. Oh, sorry, I didn't. So now she's apologising. The narcissist is lying. He knows that the answer is she put the car in the garage. The next way is a narcissist, using fact, will speculate. The speculate is when the answer to the question is not yet known. There's one answer. For example, centuries ago, speculation, the earth is a flat shape. What do people believe? Oh, it must be flat. So the factual answer to that question was not yet known, but it got into the system. The earth is flat, the earth is flat, the earth is flat, the earth is flat. Then people think, oh, the earth is flat. So it's very dangerous. So speculation, that's what often happens with people. People, when the answer is not yet known, there is one answer, but we don't quite know yet. People make things up. They speculate. The earth is flat. And as we know, the earth is like that, not like that. So they will speculate. They will come up with, the narcissist will come up with something, even when they don't know the answer to the question. And they will speculate to gaslight. So they might say, yeah, you know, Mary, you know, you always leave the oven on. Now they don't know if she leaves the oven on or not. He's speculating, but he's doing that on purpose. He's speculating to do it on purpose, to throw her off. So speculation is when the answer is not known. It's a factual question, but something is made up, and then that is drilled into the scapegoat target to get them to, oh, really? Is it really? To destabilise them, and now to start deferring to the narcissist. Opinion is when there's more than one answer. For example, what's your favourite colour? Somebody might say red, green, blue, black, yellow, whatever. And the narcissist will try and make it sound as if their opinion is right. Well, that's impossible. You can't make opinion fact. Fact is when there's only one answer. Opinion, many answers, and none of them are right or wrong. But the narcissist will try and make it sound as if their opinion is right. It's simply not. It's simply not. For example, you know, when you're driving your car down the road, you might like to drive it more slowly. You might want to drive it in a particular manner. You might like to drive it with your hands on the steering wheel, like this, at 2:45, instead of like this at 1:50. It's opinion. It's how you feel comfortable. So just say, for example, on that, the narcissist will say, why are you driving the car like this, with your hands on the steering wheel like this? You got to, don't you know that's the wrong way? That's the wrong way. You got to put them up here. 1:50, not 2:45. What's wrong with you? Everybody knows. Everybody knows that you know you drive like this. No, they don't. No, they don't. It's opinion. It's opinion, taste and preference. Opinion, taste and preference can't be right nor wrong. Mary prefers to drive the car like this, with her hands at 2:45 rather than at 1:50. But the narcissist wants to make it sound because they know better. Remember, the narcissist knows. They are God. They know more than everybody else. So their opinion becomes factually correct. And that is how sick and disturbed they are, to make it sound as if their opinion is the only one and the only one. And it's a fact that everybody knows you drive at 10 to 2 and not quarter to 3. Now, just going back to when I was talking about fact and I was talking about speculation, there's a word, factoid, F-A-C-T-O-I-D. Factoid is when, if you say something over and over and over and over, and it's repeated and reported in the media, on TV, over and over and over and over and over again, what do people do? They start to believe it. It must be true. And there's many examples right now. I won't talk about them, but there's a war going on right now, and the people in a particular country are being fed propaganda, making it sound as if there's a certain that it's a fact that it's like this. But it's not, it's propaganda. What's actually going on is this. But people hear the state media reporting and reporting over and over again. This thing is called factoid. So when over and over again it's reported and repeated and people hear it, they believe it. Factoid. So a narcissist will use factoid in the matters of fact, speculation, and they will continue to ram it down your throat over and over and over again. And the scapegoat will start to believe it. It's very dangerous. So whether the narcissist gaslights in a loud voice or very quietly and subtly, gaslighting is one of their main tools. It's very, very dangerous. Be aware of it and don't fall for it. Don't try and argue with a narcissist, especially when they gaslight. Just don't do it. It doesn't work. It's not going to work. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. See you later. Bye-bye.